busy day and a fun day, I think, of things to cover. Now, the first challenge is operating the slide projector. So I know. Okay. So thank you. Thank you. So again, I'm with the U.S. Global Development Lab, and our mission is basically to promote innovation in science, technology, innovation, and partnerships within the agency's programs, and try to drive development impact, improve it, and also look for opportunities to scale new innovations that we find in the environment. Okay, so I think that says generally what I was driving at, but to develop breakthrough development innovations that impact millions of people and accelerate the transformation of the U.S. development enterprise. The lab is organized in competencies, and these are kind of the core competencies: digital development, innovation, R&D, research and development for development, and private sector engagement. So within each one of those competencies, we have various programs that we deliver and promote. Just a word about the lab. It was created in 2014. It was, again, set up to really try to leverage and drive innovation within the agency and to provide opportunities for missions and other partners to take advantage of some of these innovations that we're finding within our space. So I want to take a minute to dive a little deeper into the R&D for development core area. We have basically 2 or 3 programs that we promote within that. The first one is called the Higher Education Solutions Network, and that is a network of partners that does research and brings to bear U.S. universities and to collaborate in various areas and on various technical issues. The next one is called the PEER program, which is Partnership for Enhanced Engagement and Research. That program seeks to specifically pair a local researcher with a U.S. researcher and try to derive the benefits of that partnership and do research in various topics. So the key outcomes for this sector or this particular program is building global research capacity and local solutions, advancing research to improve programs and policy, and trying to exploit technology and private sector partnerships. So this is a little bit more on Higher Education Solutions Network. Again, it's a partnership. In this case, 7 universities that were designated as sort of lead universities on the program. But again, there's many researchers across 80 different countries working on different research projects. And this is just the umbrella, if you will, to let them work on these projects. And then a little bit on the PEER program that I just spoke of. It's a 10-year cooperative agreement between USAID and the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine. Again, it has a ceiling of $100 million, but it's basically to support local scientists partnering with USG researchers. So, to sort of finish up here, a couple of examples. Again, I think the lab's role and interest here is to try to drive innovation and to look for development impact that we can get out of the situation we're in. So, a couple of examples in Lebanon. We had a peer research project where we looked at a fire risk and response management system, and we were able to help them develop this system that was web-based and sort of a real-time risk management and do some training in the area. So, kind of very successful, important need in this particular case in Lebanon. Second one was in Mali, and there was a need for malarial prevention for children, and a program that had a door-to-door distribution and prophylaxis was implemented, and it was very successful. so successful that the government of Mali adopted it across the country in their National Malaria Control Program. And the final one, which is an HESN partner situation, was in the Prairie University, which is in Uganda. And we worked with the private and public sector to develop affordable portable radio stations in northern Uganda, and these were used for national health and emergency information to be distributed to over 700,000 people in very difficult to reach communities. All right, and then finally, Graham mentioned the Resilium, but there was also the Greshlam. These acronyms are a little funky, but basically it's groundwater, and in this case it was an aquifer recharge project in the Limpopo River Basin. So again, here was an opportunity to build capacity and improve management of the resource, and involved Wits University, the U.S. Geological Survey, the International Water Management Institute, and the lab in the USAID mission. The final one is, I couldn't determine the real title of this, but I know what they're driving at, which is an analysis of trace organic chemicals in wastewater, plants, and soils. So the idea was to examine the exposure to the communities of these trace elements of chemicals in the groundwater, and to be able to come up with ways to extract them and maybe clean up the water after their levels are detected and identified. So again, driven by the University of KZN and with other partners. So I think that's about it for my time. Thank you very much. Happy to answer questions later.